Hi, I'm Melissa, your free range psychic. Today is November the 3rd, 2019. I hope everybody had a great Halloween, whoever celebrates Halloween. I had a good Halloween, although the weather was terrible here in Michigan. We had snow that night, but there was this period of time, I think like between 6 and 7:30, where the weather was, it was rainy, but it was okay. The wind hadn't picked up yet, and I think 11 or 12 trick-or-treaters. They were all so cute, and they didn't come all at once. They came one after the other. So I got my Halloween fix. I love giving out Halloween candy. We are entering into at least in the Western Hemisphere, the time when the days get really short. Everybody, who's in daylight savings time, fall back today. We get an hour extra, but the days get hours shorter. I'm just gonna have to remind myself to take my vitamin D. I don't take it in the summer, but definitely I need it at this time of year. Today I am going to do a guided reading on Mick Mulvaney. Mick Mulvaney is the acting chief of staff, as well as the director of, let me look at my notes here, the Office of Budget and Management and Budget. And he has those little Harry Potter glasses. And he looks like a child pretending to be a grown-up. What a weird guy. But they're all weird in that administration. They'll have some weirdness about them. So I was wanting, I was trying to choose between doing a reading on Mick Mulvaney and John Bolton, but my guides wanted to do the reading on Mick Mulvaney. And I was looking at some of his history on Wikipedia, and he's ultra right wing. What a weasel! And he, just like I think Lindsey Graham and the others, before Trump got elected, he said that he was a vile human being, didn't belong in an ordinary universe, and he said terrible things about him. But now, he's his Trump soldier. No, nothing Trump does is good. It could be wrong. So this, I use the Ciro Marchetti Gilded Tarot for this reading, or I'm using the Gilded Tarot for this reading. It's a guided reading, so I ask my spirit guides to show me the cards psychically, and then I pick them out of the deck, and then I ask them why they chose those cards. I'm using a really a simple Celtic cross layout with a few extra cards. Subject card, the Tower. This is Mick Mulvaney falling out of the tower. And I heard my guide say being thrown under the bus by Trump. Above, the Knight of Swords. This is the chief of, literally the chief of, or the chief of staff, yeah. But not the king. He's a knight, and he is the henchman for, or the henchman for, or one of the henchmen for Trump, doing his bidding, his work. What do you got? What do you want? I'll do it. I'll say it. In the past, Knight of Swords, this is Mulvaney saying, going on the attack when he's asked about the Ukraine quid pro quo, and he's deciding, instead of being on the defensive or in denial, he's like, yeah, we did a quid pro quo. What are you gonna do about it? It's just the way it works, man. And this was about the quid pro quo, not about Biden, but about the Trump asking the Ukraine to take the fall for the hacking of the democratic elections, so to get Russia off the hook. That's what he was saying. Yeah, we did that. But what happened? It was disaster. He had to retract his statement a few hours later. Oh no, he didn't mean that. That didn't really happen. But it caused this. He came right out and said, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, we did it. This is underneath. This is Mulvaney doing the bidding of the devil. In this case, Trump. But you know, whenever I say Trump, I guess I also mean Putin. Because really, not that Trump doesn't do stuff. Everything he does is for himself, but it's all guided by this guy, by the devil, by Putin, and Putin by the devil. You know, whatever the devil means to you, but this energy here, dark energy. So the near future. This is Five of Pentacles. This is Mulvaney out in the cold. So I'm assuming I should ask my guides directly. I don't know why I didn't do that. I think that he's probably going to be having to step down. Let me ask. So when I ask, because you know I use my pendulum, I kind of do it freeform. So let me see. Just confirmation on this card. Yeah, he's going to be stepping down. Whenever I read an article, I think the Daily Beast or something, Trump saying, yeah, I like Mick Mulvaney. He's a good guy. You know, that's bad. That's like the death knell. And he was asked, well, what do you think of his job? And he didn't answer. But, you know, it's hard to find people to take that position. I don't think it's that easy for him to just get rid of him, but I think that's in the works. That's what my guides are saying. Out in the cold. Clarifying card is, oh no, wait, Justice. This is the impeachment process. This is indictments. This is Mulvaney facing the House and, you know, the legal system for his crimes, which are plenty. And this is again, I think I said this in another reading, but they always remind me that what's happening with justice is divinely guided. This is coming from a higher force, channeled through humans, but this is a major event that is you know, divinely guided. This is happening, man. This isn't going to be thwarted, and judgment will be made, and you know, crimes will come to light. High crimes and misdemeanors come into light here. Outcome for Mulvaney, Ten of Swords. So if he's falling out of the tower, hasn't hit the ground here yet. Here he hits the ground, and this is you know, disaster for him. This is all judgment being made on him, his karma, his being slain by his own deeds, his own actions. This is his fault. This is not somebody stabbing him in the back for something he didn't do. This is his demise due to his own actions. And we're looking on here the public here, which is the deer. Just, yep. The one thing I didn't see in the reading was his motivation, which you can guess, I guess. But I asked my guides to give me a card that would best exemplify it, and they gave me the Nine of Pentacles. So they said that this is his aspiration, wealth, and also social standing, having some kind of you know, important reputation and position, to be highly regarded as a master of his craft, not just as a knight, you know, doing somebody else's bidding, but his desire was to really advance himself and to climb to a greater height so that he could be somebody important, somebody who would be seen as a, you know, in his own way as a mover and a shaker. Yeah, so that's his motivation. Greed, but also ego and ambition. Though it's hard to see Mick Mulvaney as you know, he just, the way he looks, he's not exactly charismatic. But he's definitely like the same as Jim Jordan or any of those other guys, libertarians who want to, you know, destroy all regulation and all the money going to the 1%. That's his thing. So I guess that in a negative way, though I love this card and its positive aspect. If you looked at it maybe, you know, upside down or in a negative light, I guess that would be the mirror image of, you know, what it would represent. You know, greed and ego and only caring about yourself. You're not caring about anybody else. You just are, everything you do is so that you can get richer, wealthier, more famous, and get your desires and needs met. All about ego. I did ask my guides for, and they wanted to give a card to us. I thought this was an interesting card at this time to get. This is from the Messenger Oracle deck by Ravyenne Phelan, and we got the card. We got the card on the cover, which is "See the Truth." Do not be deceived. Be watchful and mindful of the illusions others weave around themselves, and that you may weave around yourself. Know the night. Understand the shadows. See through the darkness of the light to the truth. Pay attention to the contradictions. Notice when actions and words are not in harmony. Hone your intuition and insight so that you may know the minds and hearts of those around you. And yourself, and trust the wisdom born of this awareness. So I thought this card was important for us right now. It's important in your life individually anyway, because so often it's illusion that, you know, is the most devastating for us and undermines us. But right now, because as impeachment, you know, grows its wings and takes off, and that trajectory becomes more, or manifests itself, you know, more fully. The GOP, their tactic is to bring out their own pundits and throw shade on, just like they're, you know, throwing shade on the people who are testifying regarding the Ukraine deal, and to gaslight and to project, to say, no, that's it's the Democrats that are corrupt. It's Pelosi, or it's you know, we're going to find out who this whistleblower is because they're committing treason. Everything, that's their tactic. And at times it's going to be obvious, but at other times it's going to be confusing because, you know, people are going to pop up on these, even MSNBC, CNN, whatever you watch. They're going to be planted there, and they're going to. And this I hate, or I shouldn't say hate, but it bothers me so much that, you know, you turn on MSNBC or whatever, and you'll see somebody talking, but there's no introduction, like, who is this person? Who does he work for? Like, or she, what is their deal? So you're just hearing somebody maybe convincingly making an argument. You don't know where they're coming from. You don't know why they're saying what they're saying, and they're because just by virtue of them being on that show, they're given some kind of credence, you know, as if they're authorities, as if what they're saying is true. But then if you research who that person was, you go, oh my God, you know, they're from the American Heritage Institute, or they're representing the Koch brothers, or something like that. And so we have to be really careful. We have to keep our wits about us right now, because that is, they will use the GOP and Trump's administration will use the media against us as much as they can, and they're going to try to steal the narrative, and they're going to try to manipulate us away from the truth, because that's their thing. You know, smoke and mirrors. Nothing to see here, folks. Hillary's emails. So that we have to be careful about that, and that is where this comes in. So if you're feeling confused, or find yourself questioning things that are true, just again, like I said in the other video, take a breath, get grounded, and then think about it. Go research. Don't believe everything you hear. And again, don't let the media or these pundits control the narrative for you. Try to find what really resonates for you, and keep an open mind, be detached. But there's so much coming that is going to come out, more and more and more. This is just the tip of the iceberg regarding, these heinous things that have been happening. We're just beginning. We're not, we're not near, the end of it. And, impeachment is proceeding. The rules have been agreed upon. This process is, this thing is happening. This ship is sailing. It's going down. But so whilst it's going down, try to, be in this mode. That's your best bet. It's gonna be a wild ride. But I'm so glad it's happening. Yay. And I saw Pelosi being interviewed by Stephen Colbert. Amazing. I love that woman. I love her. I am going to shift gears here, and again, I let everybody know I do personal readings, past life readings, whatever's going on in your present life, including, examining things from the past and what's coming up in the future. I do mediumship, so if you want to try to contact people of past, we can see if they've made their transition and see if they want to communicate, and if also see if they haven't made their transition, or find out if they've made their transition or not. That's what I should say. And if they have not, we can ask the guides to help us move them on to where they, to cross over. Also, I love to introduce people to their guardian angels. I will leave my information below. You can contact me through email. You can text me. I have a Facebook page, Sacred Fire Psychic Readings, and you can contact me through that page. I will, try to get back with you as soon as possible and set something up with you. I hope everybody has a beautiful day, night, evening, wherever this finds you. I am sending you my love as always, and I will get back with you with another video soon.